Hello, and welcome to Dearest Father. My name is Rima, and I am so excited that you guys are with me today. I know I like to start off by jumping straight into the scripture and straight into just the word, but today I want to start with more of a testimony. So today is August 20th, 2022. It is the 7-year anniversary since my father passed away. And I I know that for anybody that has lost a parent or has lost anybody, um, the anniversary of losing that person can be a very interesting anniversary or interesting day. But just grieving in general, the grieving process is something that is different for each person that they go through. And it comes in waves, is all types of different emotions, all different ways that we cope, all different ways that we understand the revolution of what has happened. And I don't know if it is just because 7 is the number of completion, but this year I feel differently about losing my father than I've ever felt in the past. It's always been one of those just like emotional days. It's always been a bittersweet thought process, to be able to uh, laugh, remembering, the jokes, and cry, remembering the things that were missed in the past 7 years. Like my father never got to see me get married. He never was able to meet my daughters on this side of the earthly plane, and just a whole bunch of different things that he'll never be there for, and those memories and those moments that have to be void with him in the physical sense. Um, but this year, I just I feel like it was a part of the plan. And I feel like I'm finally at a place where I can see the peace in having lost my father. I feel like some ground was really broke in the world when my father passed away, and it propelled us all, my siblings, my mother, all into different directions that maybe we wouldn't have gone in had we not lost my father when he did. And there were a bunch of struggles that we went through in those early years of just recently losing him, of how do we move forward? How do we exist? How do we survive? How do we maintain? And once we struggled and grappled with how to do those things, and we learned how to just be able to be functional again, then we learned how to be creative again. And in that journey, I believe we all found our way back to our faith again, and being able to find our way back to our faith again allowed us to get back to our purpose again. And so it's more of a joyful remembrance and a gratefulness that uh, even in his passing, my father was still able to do something so extraordinary um, for his family. My father was an amazing man. He was an educator in the New York Board of Education public school systems, at a high school in Brooklyn. He was sometimes the father figure that a lot of those young men didn't have, and those young women as well. Um, he was definitely something special. Anybody that knew him knew he could command a room. He was beyond intelligent, held multiple degrees. He can talk to anybody about anything. He raised six amazing children alongside my mother. And it's just a benefit. It's just an honor It's an honor to be able to know that everything that he poured into my life, everything that he did to try to build me to the person that he knew I would one day become, even though he's not here to see me become those things, I feel like I have now two heavenly fathers watching over me and looking over me and being able to say that all the prayers that I prayed on this side and everything that I stored up was be able to be passed down to the next generation, because we know that's how it works, right? God is a God of generations, and he likes to bless generations over the same way that, you know, the generational curses get passed down, generational blessings get passed down. So there's favor on my life because of who my father was. And so today I just want to take an extra moment to remember him, an extra moment to find a perspective on what losing him meant to my family, to myself, to the world. I want to just take that perspective to say, uh, thank you for all the lessons. Thank you for all the prayers. And if you're somebody who has lost a parent or lost somebody that was close to you, I want you to be able to do that same thing. Think about what losing that person unlocked in your life. How has it been able to allow you to grow, and focus in on that as you're trying to go through the grieving process. And as you go through the grieving process, know that it's okay for you to feel things and cry and be okay one day and not okay the next day. I met a woman. I met a woman who shared with me that she is dealing with a lot of different grief, and she doesn't know how to get through it, when it's gonna get better, because she lost her mother almost 2 years ago, and the pain just doesn't go away. And I told her, the pain doesn't go away, but just because it doesn't go away doesn't mean that you have to be swallowed up by it or that you have to live in it. I asked her if she reads the Bible, and she said no. And I said, all I can offer you is what I know. And so I'm offering you the Bible. I'm offering you something that if you read through it, it will show you ways to heal yourself. It will show you new ways to look at things and find perspective on the struggles that you're going through. So anyway, um, I'm grateful for all the directions that my life has taken after that ground was broke when my father passed away, and it sent us down these paths of healing that led us back to where we were when he was here. And I just want to read Psalm 121. I lift up my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. And I'm grateful to know that I have both God and my Father watching over me from heaven, and putting things in my life, putting things in my path that allow me to continue to grow. Um, yeah. Thank you. Have a good day.